Alright, let's talk about the product section. Pretty straightforward. What we want to do is come to the product section right here in the admin. Go ahead and click this, and I'm gonna go ahead and go over this one we already, this default one we have in here. Let's click this one. Now if I come back to the front end, let's see, I think this is under automation. Yeah, there we are. So we have the one right here. And this is where we are, the NEC 9300, 9300, whatever it is. Now what we'll see is if I click this, got our image, you know, we have our text here, some more text, some links, you know, contact MIT, whatever, download our spec sheet, PDF, or, you know, whatever file you're uploading. So if I look back at the same thing, our text description, and then we see our categories, and I'm going to go over this a little bit slower, just kind of touch and base real quick. Our categories over here, our featured image, and then what we're calling our resource links. And this right here basically is how you set up these links here, and then if you're going to have a download sheet. So let's get going. First thing we want to look at is categories. So right now I have this set up in multiple categories: projection, D-cinema, pedestals, etc. Doesn't mean you have to have it in all those, but just kind of showing that you can add this to multiple categories if you need to. You can have just one. And once you add a category and select and choose it, is when it's going to show up in this section in here, where it's actually going to show up in one of these things. So for instance, let me see, let me add a new category. I'm just going to call this movie. Make sure I delete this later, so do something I can remember to delete. And can't spell. Product test. Okay? So I'm going to click it to add it. I'll see product test. It's selected. So let me go ahead and update. It's a live update, by the way, just in case you didn't know that. So I updated it. And if I come back here, come back to product again, kind of refresh this section. Make sure product test. Product test, and there we are. It's in that section, but you'll see it's also in this section. So we can do multiple sections. All right. Okay. So next, let me uncheck product test. Update this. Refresh. No product test. Right. Okay. So just keep that in mind. If you start adding categories, some people will add categories and come back and they're wondering, oh, why aren't my categories showing up? Well, you have to tie a product to it. If you don't tie a product to it, it's not going to show up. And if you notice, there's a section in here for categories. You can actually come in here and do your categories first if you want to. You'll see the ones we have with descriptions, you know, if you got to do text or whatnot. So you can come here and do all your categories first and then go and add your products and tie them into it. That's up to you, but the reason I go over that because 9 times out of 10 I get that question, well, how come they're not all showing up? Make sure you attach it. Okay. All right. So that's that. So here's your text. Like I said, drop in your text, your description, your information about the actual product itself. That's that. Next thing is the featured image. We have this featured image right here, and you can upload and delete or add by using this link here. So we can add a new picture there. And this is not this picture. It's not this one that shows up. It's the actual thumbnail. So if I go back to products, and I choose the automation one, I have this little thumbnail right here. That is what the featured image is for. This right here is what takes care of this. If I go to read this, this picture is set up separately right here. So we'll see product image, and what we want to do is click the upload button. And you can either go to navigate through your computer to find and upload this picture, or if you've already uploaded it, it would be in your media library. It'd be in there. So if I click to look in the media library, I'll see it. And all I would do is click show, and then use this file. Don't use as featured image. Make sure you select use this file. And what it'll do is it'll populate this link in there. Next below that is your text. So you'll see download spec sheet. So I'll see download spec sheet. That's my little button. And then same thing for up here. You upload your file, so you're going to upload your PDF, and just go ahead and find the PDF on your computer, upload it, make sure you choose use this file, or use this image, I already forgot which one it is. It'll populate that in there for you. Okay, and then below that you'll see the model number and then the subtitle. So if I come back here, I'll see model number and I'll see subtitle. Model number, subtitle, and then the link for contacting technical support. So right now we just have a dummy Google link because I don't know where you want this to go. But wherever you're having this go, that's where you put that information. If it actually is supposed to open up an email, then you would do a mail to. I'm assuming you might, you know that. Otherwise, it would just be a link such as the contact page or whatever it may be. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Make sure you choose your category. Make sure you set your images and your text, and then it's going to do all the rest for you. I hope that is as self-explanatory as possible. One other part about this is the landing page. Now, this is where it may get a little confusing, a little tricky. Is there has to be a default landing page for this section. So if they just click products like I did, just kind of lands there. We got an image, we got some text, some logos, all that fun stuff. So if you need to update that, that is separate from this because that structure is separate in how it runs. So what we're going to do is go to Pages. We want to find Products, my mistake. This is going to be 2 parts, so I'm going to hope this doesn't confuse you that much. So first we'll see our description text. So that's this right here. Okay, so if you need to change this text, edit it, style it, as I'm noticing now it's kind of broken into. Let me fix this real quick while we're on here. Oops, I should have just did this. There we go. Pardon me while I alright, let me update this. Hopefully still not fixing. Alright, well I'll take care of that, so let's go ahead and move on. Now the next part are the logos and the image here. Let's go ahead and navigate over to widgets. And real quick, you're probably going to hear me say this a couple times throughout the other videos. There's so many different little nooks and crannies, is the term I'm going to use, of this site, because in particular how things are set up. So if you're wondering, well, wow, why do you got to go here to do this and go there to do that? We just had to because of how the things were set up. We're just a little bit different than a typical site with images here and text there and logos and things like that. So if you're wondering, it's not to make it more difficult. It's just trying to work within the setup of the actual site. All right, let's move on. Let's get the logo section right here. And the reason we didn't put this in the section with this is because what if you need to add more of these? How are you going to space them? What if you got to pull some out? How are you going to manage this? And that's why it's not in that section and it's over in this section. And the same thing with this right here. So we'll see the NEC logo and the real, I don't even know what these are, the barcode, Dolby, whatever. So if we go to widgets, under appearance, widgets, look for the logos area, we'll see those. And you'll see the brand, all the brand logos we've uploaded. And first, if I drag and drop this to move it, we'll see it changes order. Okay, so that, make sure we're in the right spot. And basically, if you want to add logos, or change it, here's the title of it, so you know which one it is, and then we just use this to change or upload the logo. So this works just like everything else on the site for WordPress for uploading images. You click the button, you find your file, you save it. Really easy. If you need to add logos, we just find this widget, the brand widget, which we see right here. So if I drag it over, I drop it in, name it so I know which one it is, click the upload image, drop it in there. You got to make sure though, this thing does not crop this for you. I repeat that. This will not auto size these images, so you have to upload the correct size. Alright. Next, we have this picture right here. And if we scroll down a little bit, let me actually close this one, we'll see where to go. Right product area. Featured product. There's the image, the title, the text. So this works the same way as the other ones. You upload your image, you add your title, and then, and that's what we have right here. So your title and your image. Really, really easy. All right, that'll do it for the product section.